Alright, everybody, so welcome back. Unfortunately, during this race, the frames were, I guess, crashing halfway through the race. We went from 60 to 40, and then 30, and then 25 throughout the race, which kind of sucks, because it was a pretty intense race, and yeah, it was pretty intense. So we're starting our P-sit here at Chicagoland. And this race was all about, track position, but you also had to, really manage your tires. So here we are. We're starting the race here with green flag, 40 laps. And there's just a lot of grip, and also very rapid. Very rapid. Kind of a bummer because we're kind of relying on other people to get some speed, but yeah, we're under the way here. And pretty intense. Kind of pant racing behind me right now. Not gonna years, a half years, not gonna do it justice. It was pretty intense. Around us for the most part. So yeah, right now I'm just lifting a little bit so I can fight the dirty air and also just manage my tires. Doing what I can do. Ahead of the pack. There's a pretty good pack behind me right now. This is where I really wish that I'm able to keep with the race real time because, the beer that we get during races are better than what I can do in the replay system, but we're going to work with what we can get here. Yeah, I'm not going to do this race again because it's too stressful. Go. You can see a beard, it's just like pearl cat racing, 2-3 wide. And people are just drafting each other, keep up. Really when they wear out the tires. People are just not caring about tires. They're just pushing as hard they can. I'm just trying, right here, I'm just trying to save up my tires. But we got these people who are just trying to push rather than saving up the tires. This is where I kind of missed the old car because the old car was not this powerful with the drafting. So, yeah. And this is kind of where people are starting to line up to the top and push each other in drafting. But I kind of have to go up trying to take away the high line. But this is where the high line's kind of taking over. So I'm just trying to save my tires. Trying to save my tires. But during this line, I'm just lifting a lot. And most of these people are not lifting much. They're lifting more than these people are. And another thing to consider is my inputs were not matching the inputs that I was doing in real life. I was trying to be slow on increasing the gas back up. But it's kind of happening faster on iRacing. Something was off with the inputs, and that made it pretty weird for me. Maybe pushing pushing my car a little bit more than I want into in corners. Getting back on the gas quickly, I did not like that. But I had a choice to push through it. So, already got 10 laps down. And we're still kind of dealing with pack racing. Everybody's going to go to the top now. And can't quite keep saving tires. Otherwise, they're going to be too far ahead. So I'm just kind of trying to push a little bit through, but we're just not hitting the high line right now. This is where I kind of wish I was keeping the right position and push a little bit harder early on. I probably should have pushed on harder early on and stay ahead of people. I can't do anything there right now. Yeah, there you go. Interesting to see how next generation cars are going to do at this place when they come back in 2026. You know, NASCAR, they're coming back to Chicagoland in 2026. The reason why Chicagoland kind of dropped off the calendar was because of COVID. So 2020 half did. In Illinois, the state of Illinois is one of the more strict states with COVID. So, Illinois was not letting NASCAR come back and do race there in 2020. And NASCAR ended up with this whole new schedule for 2021, so they cut off Chicagoland. And that's where they start trying to do street course for Chicago instead of this track. Fast for a couple of years, Chicago, the city of Chicago, got a new mayor. They got like a couple new people in charge of the city government. And so they bought it to get NASCAR off the 4th of July weekend, and we lose NASCAR to another weekend, but it did not work out for 2026. Now Chicago has said that they're interested in hosting another street course race, but not in 2026. The scheduling didn't work out. And, you know, NASCAR, they still have the track. So they're putting in like $4 million to fix up the track so they can host the race there again in 2026. Personally, I think Chicagoland's a little bit overrated. They had a couple good finishes, yes. But for most of the history, it was pretty boring. But I think it's going to do pretty well with the next-gen cars. So we'll see what's going to happen. And that's the big reason why Chicagoland's doing that, is because of next-gen. Oh, by the way, by this point in this race, Pat is kind of breaking up into two. So everybody behind me are becoming slow. I'm assuming because they've been stuck in the dirty air for a long time, so they've worn out their tires faster, and they're also pushing harder than they needed to. So people behind me are falling apart, and we're still saving tires. But now passing people are going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult passing people. And again, hindsight, I should have been pushing a little bit harder earlier on to stay ahead of people, but nothing I can do about it now. So I'm just saving up my tires still by doing this cut down line. Almost halfway now. struggling. I mean, we have 5,600 guys struggling to keep up. And we got 2,500 guys being able to keep up with 3, 4, 5K guys. And it's kind of stupid because the drafting is so strong that it keeps weaker drivers up with faster people. So there you go, there you are. Everybody's kind of against the wall, and now people are starting to kind of ride the wall at times. And this is where I'm kind of wishing there's more grip on the wall, so people can't like abuse the walls. Can't do anything about it right now, obviously. I'm just trying to take advantage of my tires. Being a little bit more, hopefully a little bit more fresher by this point. I'm just hoping the Highline car stalls out and we get fresher tires to go underneath all these people, but we'll see how that's gonna play out. You can see the rear second half is over 2 seconds behind now. So the field has separated into 2 pieces. Now everybody's in tight, so people are really using the walls to rotate. This is kind of slimy, but what can you do? This is when I was worried I was gonna lose people. I was very nervous about losing people at this point. Yeah, you can see people beating up walls right now. It's super annoying. I guess is during the race, the sparks and smoke from people beating the wall was kind of overloading the memory and the graphics, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of people in the same boat as me dealing with the annoying iRacing bug where they're losing the frames throughout the race. And some people are thinking maybe it's the particles, like dirt, smoke, sparks, that kind of stuff. You can see I'm kind of like catching up to people now that people are rearing out their tires. But it's still gonna be a fight to get by people on the bottom because the top line is so strong. The top line's so strong. Got into 17 because we were pretty wide and we all should be in their room. Trying to get off the 17 here. And he kind of went down on me a little bit and there's a little bit neck hurting going on. So he lost a little bit of it and he was never able to recover. And now we're kind of pushing here, trying to keep up with these people. It's kind of slowing each other up because of the dirty air. But it's also kind of stupid they're using the wall to turn the car. Really stupid. was like, yeah, I'm going to start blowing by all these people, right? That's not the case. So the trail got taken out by a couple people here, pushing each other. And this is when I was like, okay, this is my chance to go by all these people and move away. Like, the tires are better. You would think I'm able to pull away from these people, right? Nope. The draft. Way too strong. Way too strong. The people on bad tires are able to keep up each other. It's so annoying. So annoying. But we're just gonna keep doing this. See what we can get. Try and get into the hole on top, but it's proving to be difficult. Being to get into the wall there. Had a run, but didn't make it work. Stressful. Even with this thing being stressful. You got to keep going. Could not get under people on the bottom. The top 2 OP. The top 2 OP overpowerable. Could not break through. Not break through. This is right now, so I think I can beat 14 here. But nope. Could not get by. Get so much lubrication by aiming to the wall a little bit. snowing. Could not break through. It could not break through. This is my life, or I got a chance. Last lap. This is where I'm live. I think I had a chance to get finished here. But nope, the top is so OP. Last chance. And we get beaten from top. And we finish it a rather disappointing P8. But it's still fiction plus iRacing. So it was. So there you have it. That was the race. Make sure I'm turning the beer off real quick. So here's the start of the race. And then 20 get taken out here early on. Oof. And then that was so stupid. Oh. Look at this. Everybody's sitting on top like that. Right on the top. So stupid. Oh. I didn't realize it was turning into bigger rat. So that guy was buffering a little bit. Nothing I can do about it. And that was it. So there you go. Man, I did the best I could have done in this one. But the chorus, dude, it's shit dumb. There's a lot of people who shit don't want straight up. Yeah, there's a lot of people who shit straight up don't want to race this series anymore because the new core is shit too. On the track, it has too much draft. It is just wrong when we're drafting. It is too easy to keep up with stronger cars, stronger drivers. So, yeah. There you go. I hope you're enjoying that. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Catch you all later. Have a good one.